to this channel where we spread love and positive vibes. Thank you so much to the new subscribers and the returning subscribers. Actually, guys, we value you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting me and for commenting down below and for liking the video. I don't take that for granted, guys. I really appreciate you. And today there is something I saw about the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, and he came out so strongly, bold and unshakable, declaring a warning to those that think they can interfere with Jamaica's security. He defended Jamaica so strongly, being very confident and fearlessly declaring to secure the borders of Jamaica. This is something that actually made me so happy to have such a bold leader, a leader who stands by his country, a leader who wants to secure the security of his country. For a very long time, Jamaica has been declared insecure and people have been warned against going to Jamaica. Little did I know that the people who warn others against going to Jamaica or against visiting Jamaica are actually the people that somehow supply weapons and narcotics to Jamaica. Actually, Andrew Holness declared and warned some of those countries against interfering with the security of Jamaica. He also warned the criminals that have made Jamaica insecure somehow in a way. He warned them that Jamaica will not keep quiet or stand and see their country being ruined by other people from outside and other people inside who wants to make Jamaica insecure. I have seen so many diaspora Jamaicans who would want to go back to Jamaica, but somehow they fear. And therefore, Andrew Holness declared that somebody will not come from outside to actually secure the borders of Jamaica, but it is the Jamaican people to take the initiative, to take the work of making Jamaica secure. He also talked about the unity of the Caribbeans and said it is key in developing each and every country in the Caribbean and securing the security and all the wealth of the Caribbean countries. Maybe you can first listen to him and then I'll come back later.
Facilitate arms smuggling, as do their linkages with elements in the neighboring Dominican Republic. Moreover, armed groups in both Haiti and the DR have strong connections to and receive weapons and narcotics from cartels and militant groups in Latin America. Over the past 5 years, South American and Mexican cartels have made inroads into once peaceful countries like Ecuador, making links with local gangs, causing a sudden explosion in homicides. Now, the homicide rate in countries like Ecuador is exceeding 40 per 100,000. That is unprecedented in their context. But to bring this discourse back home for a moment and for a reality check, that level of violence has been normalized in Jamaica for at least 3 decades. The point of highlighting these regional challenges and reiterating the external forces through which firearms enter Jamaica is not to absolve us of responsibility or to cast blame on other countries for enabling the threat we now face. I have never been one to ask others to take responsibility for my problem. And we have not conducted our security policy in this way. We have to be brutally honest with ourselves. We have not placed the effort and resources behind strengthening our security apparatus to ensure that illegal guns don't make it, as they say, across our borders. And we can't conduct our security policy depending on another country to secure our borders for us. For too long, we have been ineffective in putting in place the measures at our airports and our seaports to properly scan our containers, to put in place a well-developed and robust integrity mechanism for those persons who operate security at our ports, for putting in place the radars necessary to have domain awareness and control of vessels coming into our waters, to track the vessels in our waters that may be illegally carrying weapons and other contraband. Since I've been chairing the National Security Council, our security policy has been to take responsibility for our own security. Make the investment in a maritime patrol aircraft, and we're going to make the investment in a second one. Make the investments in our offshore patrol vessels, which we have built out, and we're going to make more investments in that. Make the investments in our radars, which we have done. Now, we're going to make a significant investment in ensuring that we have all the scanners in our ports, so that a higher percentage of containers and goods coming into Jamaica can be appropriately scanned. We have given a directive to the Customs Agency to ensure that there is, through various public-private partnership modalities, that there is a full rollout of all the scanners we need for all our formal ports of entry. We will take responsibility for stopping the illegal guns coming into Jamaica. As I've said, casting blame is neither productive nor a solution. It offers the illusion of action while displacing accountability, allowing those with power to escape responsibility. My intent is to ensure that Jamaica takes its own security in its own hands. Now, having said that, the theme is inherently about cooperation. But, you know, as they say, one hand can't clap. But if you have one hand in your pocket and the other one out, it's still not going to clap. Right? So we have to bring all hands to the table. And you can't come to the table with the hand necessarily outstretched as a mendicant or a beggar. You have to come to the table with all the muscles in your body ready to work. And that is how Jamaica is coming to the global cooperative table as a strong, independent nation, looking to play its part and taking responsibility for its own destiny and not depending on anyone else to protect us or save us. So Jamaican gangs do not exist in a vacuum demarked by our borders. They constitute one sector of a regional network of criminal organizations that strengthen each other through cooperation and trading in arms, drugs, and, yes, intelligence. The gangs trade in intelligence. It has been said that Latin America and the Caribbean is the most violent region in the world that is not at war. And with respect, I would say that this is a fallacy. Countries in this region may not be at war with each other. But believe me when I tell you, countries in this region are at war. They are at war with gangs. They are at war with transnational criminal organizations. Ecuador declared a state of internal conflict. We are under an illusion, and that illusion will only allow the threat of the criminal enterprise, which we euphemistically call a gang, to grow to the level where one day we wake up and realize that we have allowed a monster. Well, thankfully, I have never been under any illusion in this regard. And Jamaica will never be threatened to the point of instability of the state by gangs, if I have anything to do with it.
Could this be Holness' first major step towards securing Jamaica's future in a shifting world order? With BRICS expanding, many Jamaicans are pleading for the government to make the move. This latest security crackdown could be Holness proving that Jamaica is ready to stand on its own without Western interference, a stronger, independent nation, ready for economic power moves. What do you think? Is Jamaica preparing for BRICS, or is this just a coincidence? Let us know in the comments below.
I'm sure you have listened to the strong message by Andrew Holness warning those that actually bring weapons and narcotics to Jamaica. Those that fund the wars that we can see in Haiti, the wars that are being experienced in Congo, the wars that are being experienced everywhere in the world. And he stands and says, Jamaica is going to fight anyone that interferes with their security. One thing that we know about Jamaica is that they hate people controlling them. And some of the people that actually think that some of the countries cannot do without them and come to dictate to other countries, Andrew warned them against that and declared Jamaica are going to secure their borders. Jamaica are going to ensure that Jamaica is safe and secure for investment, for growth, for the economic betterment of the Caribbean or of the island. The Caribbeans are at war. Actually, he declared that the Caribbean countries are not at war with each other, like the media portrays. The Caribbean countries are one under CARICOM, and they are ready to defend each other. They are ready to stand with each other. They are ready to support each other. The other day, I talked about a deal that was signed between Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. And therefore, if Andrew Holness says that the enemy of the Caribbeans is not the Caribbeans with each other, it is the Caribbeans with guns that come to fight in the island, and also the criminal organizations that support the wars that happen in the individual countries in the Caribbean. He talked about the war in Haiti, the war in other regions of the world that is actually supported and funded by these criminal organizations that want to see the countries do not have peace and do not grow economically, physically, and its people are not independent. And therefore, Andrew warned them and told them Jamaicans will fight to secure the peace of their country, the growth of their economy, the growth of their people by securing peace. I loved the Prime Minister and his talks and the way he was strong to talk about a united Caribbean and a secure Jamaica and a good country whereby the Jamaicans can enjoy the peace of their country. He talked about firearms that enter Jamaica and other surrounding countries like Haiti, and talked about strengthening the security of Jamaica and preventing the firearms from entering securing Jamaica, by securing its waters, by securing its borders, by ensuring anyone that interferes with the security of Jamaica is dealt with. I really loved this because if Andrew Holness can be able to make Jamaica more secure, Jamaica more strong in terms of peace and safety, Jamaica can grow both economically and its people can go to the next level. I could see Andrew's commitment to make Jamaica strong and secure by the words he spoke, by his strong warnings, fearless warnings to the countries that interfere with the peace and security of the Caribbean islands. We could see a man who is ready to defend his country, a man who is ready to secure the peace of his people. And through securing the peace of the people of Jamaica, through maintaining a safe Jamaica, the economy of Jamaica as a country will go to the next level. Because I know Jamaica is a strong island, Jamaica has a lot of wealth. Jamaica can stand on its own and do very well. The other day, we talked about Jamaica actually being the one that is refining the oil for Guyana, the oil for Trinidad and Tobago, and other countries that surround Jamaica. And therefore, for these countries to entrust Jamaica with their crude oils, it means that Jamaica has gone to another level, that it can be admired, that it can be looked upon, that it can be the center of growth in the midst of the Caribbean countries. Because it has proved to the countries surrounding it that it can actually refine the oil and actually return back to them, and the two countries gains in the process of refining the oil and selling it back to them. And therefore, with the light measures being taken to secure the security of Jamaica, to secure the peace of Jamaica, to ensure that people are safe in Jamaica, it will take Jamaica to the next level of prosperity, of growth of the economy, of securing the wealth of the people of Jamaica. I loved his talks. I loved his strength. I loved his resilience. I loved his boldness to actually warn some of the very big countries against interfering with the peace of Jamaica and with the security of Jamaica. What a man. What a leader. Jamaica is going to be very, very strong, very, very grown in terms of economy and in terms of the people growing to the next level. This is a very great decision. It's a very great move by the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness. I was so happy to see such a bold move, such a bold message, such a bold step to secure the security of Jamaica. I really celebrate Jamaica and the steps they are moving and the steps they are taking to go to the next level. Thank you once again for watching me. See you during the next video. Bye bye and God bless.